A new batch of drama on The Young and the Restless spoilers Thursday, October 3rd will officially open. Among the plot twists that await, Victor Newman's suspicion and skepticism towards his daughter, Victoria Newman, is creating a simmering tension. For Victor, loyalty is paramount, especially when it comes to his arch-nemesis, Billy Abbott. But can Victoria stand in the way of her father's grand plan? Victor, also known as Mustache, is going all out to take down Billy. However, he realizes that his daughter may be an unexpected obstacle. Vicky, who had a complicated and emotional relationship with Billy, may not be entirely on board with her father's brutal approach. This makes Victor question whether Victoria is truly on his side, or whether she will defend Billy in the upcoming battle. Doubts burn inside Victor like a smoldering fire. The father-daughter relationship has never been entirely smooth, and if Victoria sides with Billy, it could leave Victor isolated, facing his daughter in a complex internal battle. Victoria and Billy's relationship is more than just a love affair, it's a tangled web of love, loyalty, and duty. Victor realizes that to take Billy down, he'll need to overcome both personal feelings and family ties, and that won't be easy. Meanwhile, in another development, Kyle Abbott is slowly outmaneuvering Audra Charles, his biggest rival at the company. Audra, who isn't one to be beaten, is in a tough spot as Kyle moves quickly to gain the upper hand. The big question, however, is whether Audra can fight back and turn things around. With her ambitious personality and her refusal to accept defeat, Audra could go even further in this battle. However, Kyle is not an easy man to deal with, and outwitting Audra shows that he is ready to make a big move. But that's not all. Audra's romance with Nate Hastings is slowly revealing new mysteries. Nate, who is about to embark on an exciting storyline, receives a mysterious text message that leaves him confused. This text message is not just a small event in his personal life, but could be a sign of bigger events waiting ahead. Meanwhile, news of Amy Lewis' return has fans of The Young and the Restless excited. Amy, a character who appeared in the 80s, is preparing to return to Genoa City at the end of October. Amy's return brings back memories of her relationship with Nate's father, and this has many people wondering about her connection to Nate's current story. A popular theory among fans is that Amy could reveal a shocking secret about Nate. Could she be hiding a child that Nate's father never knew about? And if this is true, Nate will have to face the truth that he has a half-brother that he never knew about. This complicated family relationship could make things even more complicated, and cause Nate to face serious personal issues. The appearance of Amy Lewis could be the starting point for a dramatic chain of events involving Nate and his family's past. Nate's relationship with his father has always been somewhat strained, and the truth about a secret brother could shake up his entire world. This also opens up a lot of possibilities for new, complex and dramatic storylines between the main characters. While Victor is busy with his plans and questioning Victoria's loyalty, Kyle and Audra continue their power struggle within the company, and Nate is slowly getting caught up in a bigger mystery than he expected. These storylines are all coming to a head, and each character is facing tough decisions in the near future. The connections between the characters on The Young and the Restless are becoming more complex and intertwined. Small events are gradually accumulating into big storms, and fans will definitely not be able to take their eyes off the upcoming episodes. Will Victor succeed in taking down Billy? Who will Victoria choose to side with? What will Kyle do to ensure victory over Audra? And where will the mysterious text message that Nate receives lead him? Everything will gradually become clearer, and the complicated relationships will put the characters in unpredictable situations. Fans of The Young and the Restless should prepare for some major shocks and some intense moments as these storylines continue to unfold with drama. Sharon Newman, a character who has gone through countless events in her life, is now facing the most terrifying and inexplicable situation she has ever faced. She believes she has passed out, but is absolutely certain that Heather is dead, and worse, she feels responsible for her death. However, the circumstances surrounding the incident remain murky, raising many questions about whether Sharon is truly guilty, or if there is another truth hidden. The incident that took place at Heather's apartment has left fans on the edge of their seats. Sharon remembers confronting Heather, and after a struggle, Heather falls backwards, hitting her head on the hard floor and hitting a piece of glass. The sight of blood spreading on the floor and Sharon reaching out to touch the pool of blood is a haunting image that is etched in the minds of viewers. However, there is one important thing: Sharon's flashbacks are disjointed, and the flashbacks don't provide a full picture of what actually happened. This is a cleverly crafted scenario, with several different possibilities being teased out. One possibility is that Heather is actually dead, and Sharon may be responsible for her death. But it's also possible that Sharon doesn't remember exactly how it happened, or even that what she thought she witnessed was a mistake due to stress and panic. The story becomes even more complicated when Sharon recalls memories of Cassie, her dead daughter, and the vague feeling of passing out in Heather's apartment. This dialogue seems to suggest that there is something deeper in Sharon's memory that she hasn't fully recalled. Perhaps in her panic, Sharon imagined events that didn't actually happen. Or, on the contrary, there were important details that she accidentally overlooked, leading her to feel guilty for Heather's death. Another possibility is that Heather survived the incident. As viewers recall, Sharon confronted Heather, and Heather fell backwards in a panic. But this does not necessarily mean that Heather died immediately. The head injury from the fall onto the glass was certainly serious, but was it fatal? It is possible that Sharon overreacted to the sight of blood and assumed Heather was dead. The lack of a continuous shot of the confrontation between the two women left a suspicious gap in the story. The writers cleverly took advantage of this point to keep viewers in a state of confusion and waiting for the next details to be revealed. It is possible that a third person was involved in this event and Sharon was not responsible for Heather's death, if she was indeed dead. Heather told Sharon that Daniel Romalotti was coming to pick up their daughter Lucy, which raises questions about Daniel. When did Daniel show up at Heather's apartment? Does he know something he's not telling? Lucy, a character Sharon and Heather both care about, could be a key player in this story. She's shown to be confused and worried about her mother's sudden disappearance, but is it possible that Lucy was in the apartment at the time of the incident, or even caught up in some event related to Heather's death? This suggests that not only Sharon and Heather, but another character may have been in the apartment at the time of the incident. If Lucy was there, could she have had something to do with Heather's unconsciousness? Or perhaps a completely different character, familiar or unfamiliar, played a key role in the event? These questions open up a lot of possibilities for the writers to explore. Has Sharon, who has often been traumatized by past events, inadvertently pushed herself into a situation where she has no way out, or is there another element that she has yet to realize? Pieces of the puzzle are still missing, and fans are waiting to see how the complete picture will unfold. One of the elements that makes Sharon's story so compelling is her psychological complexity. Sharon has always been a deep character who has experienced a lot of pain and loss in her life. From Cassie's death, to mental health crises and broken relationships, Sharon has always struggled with herself and her inner demons. In this case, the obsession that she might have been the one to kill Heather could simply be a reaction to the psychological trauma Sharon has been carrying around for years. However, what if Sharon wasn't at fault? If there really was another character involved, it could open up a whole new set of questions. Who was behind Heather's death? And can Sharon escape the guilt that weighs her down? Subscribe to Yonder for the latest news on our channel.